Will a win over Canelo put you ahead of Mayweather as the greatest boxer of this generation?
Listen, I leave the opinions to everybody else, but like I said, after this fight, when I defeat Canelo, I'm gonna be on Mount Rushmore. That's where I'm gonna be.
The moment finally arrived when two generations of boxing crossed paths in the same arena. On one side stood Floyd "Money" Mayweather, the icon who dominated an entire era and walked away undefeated with a perfect 50-0 record. On the other side was Terence "Bud" Crawford, the fighter who recently sent shockwaves through the sport by defeating Canelo Alvarez and firmly claiming the pound-for-pound top spot of this generation. For the first time, there were no imaginary matchups or endless debates left to discuss. This was real. Mayweather and Crawford stood face to face, sharing the same stage, surrounded by the same cameras, under the same bright lights. This wasn't a routine appearance or a standard media moment. It felt bigger than that. Two legacies, two timelines, meeting in one place. A rare crossover that marked more than just a face-off. It marked a historic moment in boxing.
Who do you think wins in a fight, you or Prime Floyd?
Me.
No questions?
Why would you think that I would say Floyd? You know, that's one of my favorite fighters. But yeah, nah.
To really grasp how unreal this face-to-face moment was, you have to take a step back in time. Before 2025, even mentioning a matchup between Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford sounded ridiculous to most fans. The idea alone would get brushed off immediately. Floyd was seen as unreachable. He wasn't just winning fights. He was viewed as the untouchable standard, the greatest to ever do it.
You gotta have 4 arms.
I know.
And 6 eyes to beat Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you? Keyshawn beat Tank?
Keyshawn beat everybody. Him and Shakur.
How you feel about them not fighting each other? That's cool?
Yeah, that's cool. They don't need to fight each other.
Was there anybody ever...
They can beat up everybody else.
Was there anybody ever like that in boxing with you? Because not really Sean Porter, right?
Nope. Nope.
No friends in this business for you.
I think Tim Bradley would have been like that.
Okay.
I think me and Tim Bradley would have been like that. I wouldn't have fought Tim.
If the opportunity presented itself against Floyd, you would have, though, even though you admire him so much and he's so great. But you
Floyd, yeah, because I wasn't as close. Me and Floyd close now, but when Floyd was boxing, I wasn't as close with Floyd like I am now.
How do you beat Floyd, though? Like, since nobody's been able to crack that code.
You think I would tell you?
He ain't fighting anymore. So that fight ain't gonna happen.
You gotta have 4 arms.
I know. I know.
And 6 eyes to beat Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you?
I think you got your answer there.
Nah, I didn't hear nothing. Is Floyd better than you? Some fighters say, even like Gervonta Davis.
Beat your ass?
Everything shifted when the fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford became reality. Crawford entered that matchup at a clear size disadvantage. Stepping into a heavier division against an opponent many believed was simply too much for him. The challenge was labeled unrealistic from the start. But once the bell rang, Crawford erased every doubt. He didn't scrape through the contest or rely on survival tactics. He took control from beginning to end and left no question about who was in charge.
Terence Crawford had the ability to fight backwards and stay composed, good defense, hands was always up, countering everything that Canelo was throwing at him. He was just a little more active fight. Canelo did hit him to the body, but it was pretty much all Terence Crawford.
I think some of what we saw from Canelo is what he's has to resort to now to fight. Maybe he's dealt with some injuries to where he's not as mobile. It's just the pattern that he's put himself in for the last, 6 to 8 fights. That same pattern is why Bivol was able to get him.
He did not allow Canelo to get inside, man. As soon as Canelo would get into that certain range, you would jab him. We didn't see any like lateral moves where he would throw, push off to the side, as we used to see Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo was almost smothering his shot because he couldn't stay at range with him. And Terence Crawford runs off counter combinations. It would be a wider margin if they fought again.
That victory completely shifted Crawford's place in boxing. In an instant, he went from being recognized as one of the top fighters to arguably the defining star of his generation. Observers across the sport, fans, commentators, and fellow competitors alike began to acknowledge it. Bud Crawford wasn't just pursuing greatness. He had become a benchmark himself.
Thank you, GOAT, because you are the GOAT of this era. Terence Bud Crawford.
Things took an even more surprising turn after the fight. Canelo Alvarez, who had faced both Mayweather and Crawford at their peak, made a statement that sent shockwaves through the boxing community. He openly acknowledged that Crawford had outperformed him.
And lastly for me, champ, in the world of comparisons that we live in right now, if you can, compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence Bud Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Think about that for a moment. Canelo faced Floyd Mayweather at the height of his powers in 2013 and then squared off against Crawford in his prime in 2024. For Canelo to declare that Crawford was the superior fighter isn't merely a compliment. It's a statement that reshapes how we view boxing legacies.
You ready? Canelo, choose one, please. Guys, we gotta go. We don't. Can you elaborate on why Crawford is better than Mayweather? Just a little bit of detail.
Oh, he can switch. He's very smart guy. He's better.
For years, Floyd had labeled Canelo as an easy opponent, using those victories to bolster his legendary status. Yet now, the man who once faced both legends is openly stating that Crawford competes on a completely different tier.
You can take a guy like Canelo, this guy can do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk, easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy. Y'all always disrespecting our fighters.
Moments like that hit Floyd hard. His whole persona, his reputation, is built on being the unquestioned best. Suddenly, a new generation of fighters, and even some of his former opponents, were placing Crawford above him. And you know Mayweather. His ego is legendary. The second Canelo statement went public, Floyd began shifting his approach. He started dropping hints in interviews, teasing something major. This wasn't another exhibition bout or a quick cash grab overseas. It was serious. For the first time in years, Floyd openly expressed interest in a professional comeback. And the target of that comeback? You guessed it, Terence Crawford. This wasn't just about money. It was about legacy, about pride, about proving to the world that he is still the one no one can touch.
I didn't have to have 70 fights, or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
Here's where things take a turn. Before Mayweather can focus on Crawford, he already has another match on the horizon. Next April, Floyd is set to step back into the ring for an exhibition showdown against the legendary Mike Tyson.
A fight that fans will watch for sure is you and Mike Tyson. How's training going, Floyd? Talk to me all about this as you get ready to get back in that boxing ring once again.
Well, not really training right now.
Not yet.
You know, the fight is in 2026. We still, ironing out everything, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be exciting for the people and the fans.
Are you going in there to put Mike down and like, hey, this is not, we're going to have fun, we're going to throw a few punches, like I'm taking this seriously and I'm trying to Mike Tyson?
I don't know. I just want to give the fans what they want to see, excitement. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be an exciting event.
Let's be honest, this is already one of the most unpredictable matchups boxing has ever offered. On one side, Floyd Mayweather, the master of defense. On the other, Mike Tyson, a man whose punching power has terrified generations. This isn't about belts or rankings, it's pure spectacle, drama, and tension. And the tension is real. Tyson has never hidden his disdain for Mayweather, calling him arrogant, mocking his style, and making it clear that if they ever meet in the ring, he intends to dominate. For For Floyd, this exhibition isn't just for show. It's about building momentum. If he moves through Tyson with precision and control, it strengthens the storyline leading to Crawford. But if Tyson lands that one decisive blow and humiliates him, any plans to face Crawford vanish instantly. No one wants to see a 50-year-old Floyd coming off a shaky exhibition with an even older Tyson step into the ring with Bud Crawford.
One of the greatest of all time, Evander Holyfield. Mike Tyson announced he's fighting Floyd Mayweather in 2026. What do you think of that fight overall?
Well, kind of different, the size-wise, by, Tyson heavyweight and I think weatherweight.
Right.
So it's.
Is it a real fight? Do you think? Do you think fans should take it serious? Is it a real fight, Mayweather Tyson?
I couldn't think it was real. Goes back to the matter, he's a lot bigger than the guy, so his weight makes a difference.
In a way, Tyson becomes the ultimate test. Floyd has to show he still belongs inside the ring before any matchup with Crawford can even be serious. So why is Mayweather still part of this conversation? It's simple, because he's Floyd. 50 victories, 0 defeats. Arguably the greatest defensive fighter the sport has ever seen. A man capable of making elite opponents look average. He didn't rely on raw power or size. Instead, he dominated with ring intelligence, flawless timing, and the uncanny ability to make you miss by inches, and then make you pay for it.